So let's get to the music questions. What is your first musical memory?
Elvis dying in 1977.
How old were you?
10. I was back in Ireland with my mum and all her sisters. She's got like 7 sisters. And I remember it was really, really sunny, and I remember everybody bursting out crying. Like the news came on the radio, and I was like, "Who's this fucking Elvis fella?" You know, and like, wait, what? And then for the rest of the year, that was all that was on the radio, was that Elvis, 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 Elvis. And then my parents had this double vinyl Elvis 40 Golden Greats. And so I got into Elvis.
So you liked it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, who doesn't like fucking Hound Dog? Fucking hell, man. And and I'm still a big fan. I don't think he's as good as Buddy Holly. I've grown to love Buddy Holly more. I think, once you work out what you go, oh, hang on a minute, Elvis didn't write fuck all.
It's true.
You know what I mean? He was just a performer.
Buddy Holly
wrote Buddy Holly was the guy. I mean, Buddy Holly's the man. You know what I mean? And if it's a toss-up between Buddy and Elvis, I'm afraid it's Buddy Holly all the way.
But that's purely from the artistic point of view, because he wrote the songs.
Yeah. I mean, Elvis is just like, he's fucking up there with, them all, isn't he?
I've got a couple of years on you. I think I was a little older than you when he died, but I do remember it and what a big deal it was. But he was sort of like my parents' music, and so I railed against it. It wasn't until later on that I just was like...
Yeah, you be an old punk then, right?
Just at the edge of it, probably, yeah.
Well, as I remember it, punks were like, year 0 was the Pistols starting and that one.
No, I started a little bit before that, but it was just that was, that was my dad's music. You didn't listen to your dad's music. And then later on I was like, fucking Elvis is amazing. Yeah. All right. What was the first music you bought with your own money?
Well, I'm afraid to say, the first song that was ever bought for me was a 7-inch of a song called "I Won't Let the Show Go On" by Leo Sayer.
Oh, I remember that.
And I'd seen him on Top of the Pops dressed as a clown.
And you asked somebody for it?
And I asked somebody bought it for me. But the first thing I bought with my own money was Nevermind the Bollocks by the Sex Pistols. Changed my life like everybody else's.
What was the first concert you went to without any adult supervision?
1980, I went to see The Damned at Manchester Apollo.
So how old were you?
I was 13.
What did that feel like?
Amazing. It's anybody's first gig is a life-changing experience. And I only got in because one of my mum's friends who came from the same village in Ireland, the Irish bouncers did all the doors on the nightclubs in Manchester.
Right, so you could get in.
And Sean Dolan was the head of security. And he said, just come down, wait till the gig's gone, and then they let you in and stand at the back. There's only like 3 of us. We were just young kids, Right. But we were into punk. And I remember them coming on, and Captain Sensible and fucking being, many years later I would play on that stage, and it didn't look as glamorous when I was playing on it, because like when you're 13, you're like, wow, it's fucking hell. And then when you're like 29, you're like, well, fucking shithole.
Was it like, were you sold right then that music was for you?
Yeah, I was lucky. I had the guys that I was hanging around with at school, one of them played the drums and had a drum kit in his shed. We're all into music. Yeah, growing up in the 70s and 80s in England, obviously, you know yourself, there was no rolling TV news. There was no football 24 hours a day. There was nothing. There was just, you went to school and there was the radio, there was music, then there was Top of the Pops.
That was it.
It was like fucking, There was the FA Cup final. There was one live football match.
There was nothing else worth watching.
So you were just into girls and music.
Right.
And it's no coincidence that now, as the world has become a rolling entertainment, fucking matrix for kids, music is just another thing. They don't really, it's like, it's there. It's for us it was the most important thing in our lives, you know what I mean?
No, it's like a product at this point. What do you listen to when you want to dance?
Acid house. Yeah, anything from the late 80s, from 88 to 1990. Anything Hacienda stuff, just, yeah, that.
What do you listen to when you're feeling sad?
I don't really have a set kind of thing when I'm feeling. I don't really feel down that much, and if I ever do, I'm not in the mood for listening to music. That's for sure. Well, I think there are some great sad songs. Burt Bacharach wrote quite a few, but I haven't got one in particular favourite, I think.
If you could only hear one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Fucking hell. Well, I don't know. Whatever you're going to say, you're going to get annoyed with pretty fucking quick.
The one person I asked this to said it's got to be instrumental because I just cannot listen to the same fucking words over and over again.
I would thought it'd have to be quite long and epic, so at least you're getting some fucking journey out of it.
So like a whole side, a whole album or something.
Yeah. What would I like to listen to? God almighty, I don't know. Like Shine On You Crazy Diamond's about 23 minutes long, isn't it? Something by Pink Floyd. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite music video?
I used to like videos until I had to start making them, and I fucking hate them. Best music video. No, I can't say I do. Let's Dance by David Bowie. I don't know. Actually, maybe some of the U2 stuff from Joshua Tree. Still haven't found what I'm looking for. It's pretty good with this busking in LA about Jesus.
Do you have a recent musical discovery that you'd like to share with our listeners? It doesn't have to be new, just something that's new to you.
Well, no. It's the short answer. I can't think.
As you were doing that, I was thinking, we'll chop all this part out.
Yeah.
And then you get to no, and I'm like, no, I think we'll leave it all in.
I can't think. No, I can't think.
Is there a band or artist that you love, but you feel they never got the big break they deserved?
The Left Bank would spring to mind immediately. Great fucking songs. I'm going to say the Left Bank. No one really checks for the Left Bank, but Desiree and Barters and Their Wives and Walk Away Renee and, you know, the whole first album is amazing.
Do you have a musical guilty pleasure?
No. I don't feel guilty about anything I like. No, Tears for Fears, people wouldn't associate me with that on Pet Shop Boys, but I love 80s music. I think it's fucking great. It's the golden age of songwriting.
I heard that Pet Shop Boys remix.
Yeah.
Which song is it?
Think of a Number.
Yeah, I heard it last night.
Well, that was the most toned down one. They sent me 3 versions and fuck me. If I'd have put number 1 out, there's been a lot of upset Mancunian youths.
Yeah.
So fucking, what's all this? What's this fucking shit? So they were sending me in levels of Pet Shop Boysness. And they got to 1, I think it was number 5. I was like, that's acceptable, I think.
I met those guys about 10 years ago at the radio station and nobody recorded it. I'm so fucking pissed off.
They're amazing. I'd seen them last year at Glastonbury. They were fucking incredible. Just a brilliant songwriters.
And we're wrapping it up. How are you feeling right now?
I feel all right. Nothing more, nothing less. Ready for something to eat and then ready for a barrage of fucking friends to arrive. And it's like LA's one of those towns where you just see everybody.
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. I've got to get something to eat before they all descend on my dressing room and, oh my God. You know.
Well, listen, thanks for taking a minute. It's great to see you again.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah.